Good morning, students. So today again we are going to solve the questions of the revision 1. In the last class we solved 3 of them. In the last class we did up to question 11. So now we will do question from question number 12. Now question 12 is the value of root over 3 is given and the value of root over 2 is given. We have to find the approximate value of the given question. So now see here what is given. Root over 3 equal to 1.732 and root over 2 equal 1.414. These are the given values. Yes. Now we have to find the value of 1 by root over 3 minus root over 2. What is the value of 1 by root over 3 minus root over 2? Now here see, here what is the first process? First we have to do the rationalization. The process is convert the denominator in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So multiply both the numerator and denominator by root over 3 plus root over 2, which is equal to root over 3 plus root over 2. Denominator becomes a square minus b square. So here root over 3 square is 3 and root over 2 square is 2. So 3 minus 2 1. So ultimately the denominator become 1. So root 3 plus root 2. Now what is the value root over 3? 1.732. 1.732 and root over 2 1.414. Yes. So add them. 2 6 4 1 3 3.146. So this is the value of 1 by root over 3 minus root over 2. Got it? Now question number 10. See, without doing decimal division, express the following rational number in decimal. Question is 7 by 25. Now question is what? 7 by 25. Yes. Seven by 25. Okay, now see here we have to write the given number in the decimal form. So here what happened? To write a given fraction in the decimal number without doing the actual division, there is a process, that is what? Always convert the denominator in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. Now see here, this is 5 means 25 is 5 square. Yes. So now convert the denominator in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. Now here 5 to the power n is given. So we have to multiply by 2 to the power m. Now what is the power of 5? The power of 5 is 2. So multiply by 2 with the power having 5. So 2 square. That is 7 for the 28. Yes. And here 5 to the 10 square. So here the power of 10 is 2. So decimal will be like this. 0.28. And also see, if you divide this one by 25, we will get the same answer. 0.0. Yes. Two is 50. Then 2 0. Yes, same answer now. So this is the process. In this way we have to solve. And we will discuss this questions, these types of questions in class 10 again. Because the chapter will get this type of question. You got it? Now this is question number 13. Now question number 14. Express the following percent in fraction. A simple question. Still you can do what is the process? Express the following in the percent in the fraction. 14.1. Fractional form. 53%. 53%. So remove the decimal percentage, divide by 100. So in fraction, this is the, we can't cancel them, so this is the final answer. Next, express the following in percentage. Again same question. What is the given number? Given number is 1 by 2. So to convert a fractional number, decimal number, rational number, or simply a whole number, any number integer, to convert into percentage, multiply by 100%. So 50%. Got it? Then Now question number 6. So 16. An object is sold at a profit of 10%. What is the ratio of the CP to the SP? So here profit percent is given 10%. We have to find the ratio of CP and SP. So here CP and SP both are unknown for us. So first of all, let the CP be X. What? Let the CP be X. 16. Let the CP be X. Therefore, SP equal to, the formula is 100 plus gain percent, that is 10% by 100. Yes, into CP. CP equal to X. 110 X by 100. Cancel them. 11X by 10. So required ratio. Required ratio equal to CP by SP. Yes, CP by SP. Now CPX, SP 11X by 10. So 10x by 11x. X cancel. 10 is to 11. So this is the answer. The ratio of CP and SP is 10 is to 11. Now you did these questions in class 8 also. Same type of questions. Now question number 17. The CP of 30x is equal to the SP of 20x. The CP of 30x is equal to the SP of 20x. What is the percentage of profit? CP of 30 equal to SP of 20. Okay. Question number 17. CP of 30 is equal to x. 30x is equal to SP of 20x. Then this one equal to what? Suppose 1. Therefore, CP of 30x equal to 1. So CP of 1a equal to 1 by 30. So here SP of 20x equal to 1. So SP of 1a equal to 1 by 20. Now 1 by 20 is more than 1 by 30. So SP is greater than the CP. Therefore there is a profit. So profit equal SP minus CP. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. Here LCM is 16. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 by 60 is the profit. So profit percentage equal to profit by CP into 100%. So 1 by 60 into 30 into 100%. 32 is the 50. This is the profit percentage, 50%. Got it? So in this way we have to find the profit percentage. First of all, find the CP and SP. Yes. Then find the profit. Then find the profit percentage. And profit percentage formula: profit divided by CP into 100%. It doesn't matter profit or loss. If loss percentage, loss by CP. Profit percentage, profit by CP. Then multiply by 100%. Then see next question. The CP of an object is this much and the sale price is, we have to find out gain percent given. So simple question. CP given, CP equal to 2100. Gain percent is given is equal to 10%. So what is the SP? SP equal to 100 plus gain percentage by 100 into CP. It's a simple question. So 110 by 100 into 2100. Cancel. So multiply 21, 11, yes, 21, 21, 231. 2310. So this is the SP of the given question. Now there are 21 questions. Lemons are sold 20% profit and buying 4 rupees for one. What is the SP of one lemon? Lemons are sold 20 at profit of 20%. Okay, profit percent 20%. Profit equal percentage equal to 20%. Yes. Now buying CP of 4 lemon equal to rupees 1. Therefore CP of 1 lemon equal to 1 by 4. So simply first find out the SP of 4 lemon. So SP of 4 lemon equal 100 plus gain percent by 100 into CP 120 by 100 equal to 1.2. This is the SP of 4 lemon. Now we have to find out the SP of 1 lemon. Therefore SP of 1 lemon equal SP of 1 lemon equal to 1.2 divided by 4 equal to 0.3. So this is the SP of 1 lemon, rupees 0.3. Got it? So try to solve question 20 and 21 at home, because these are questions you already got in class 10 or sorry class 8 in percentage and the application. So try to solve them. If you are unable to solve, then in next class I will solve. Yes. So thank you. Bye.